It's important for your mustache to match your shirt. In most cases. I guess I'm feeling a little more anxious about this show tomorrow than I thought. It's not really a show. It's an art festival crafts thing you buy stuff from. I don't know what to call it. It's just one of those holiday things where people set up booths and sell their crap. And I'm trying to get all my stuff together. And then last night, I'm kind of doing some final touches, and I thought I would print out some of my photographs a little bit bigger. I've got some 4x6s, and so I printed out some 8x10s, but this one isn't as in focus as I would like it to be when it's blown up. And when I was looking at them on the computer, I have, I don't know, several shots of the same one, and I'm just wondering if I didn't grab the right one. And of course, I didn't have them on this computer to check it. It's very irritating. So I printed another one, which was even less in focus when you blew it up. And so I guess I started to get a little anxious and annoyed and thinking, well, these are also on my website for sale. And 4x6s, they look fine. But when you blow them up to the 8x10s, they start to look a little iffy. And then this one looked okay. That came out fine. So, and then I printed out a few others. But I don't know. So I guess I was getting a little worked up about that. And the dog woke me up at 4:45 this morning to go out, and I couldn't go back to sleep because I was thinking about, all the stuff I still needed to do for tomorrow. And then when I did fall asleep, I woke up with a raging headache, which wasn't good. And then later in the day, this side of my face was really, really warm. I thought I was having a stroke or something. And I look in the mirror and I have like a rash, and it still actually feels warm to the touch. And both of my cheeks were bright red, and this side over here had little bumps. But it looks a lot better. It still feels a little like I have a rash, but it looks better. So I guess, my subconscious is screaming, hey, you might want to freak out a little bit more. And then the rest of this evening will be spent trying to kind of wrap things up and get it all boxed and everything for the show tomorrow, which is at 5 to 10, which is a weird time, but whatever. We'll see if I can sell anything. I hope I at least make up the money that it costs to be in this little thing, hopefully. If not, it's exposure. That's what I keep telling myself. So yeah, the outside, I'm very calm, and I don't really outwardly present stress, although inward, I guess I'm just a raving maniac, and it's starting to pop out in a rash form. So it's good times. And I just got off the phone with my mom. They're redoing the guest bathroom. This is the house I grew up in, and this is downstairs bathroom, which my stepdad, that's his bathroom. For whatever reason, I don't even want to know the details, but it's his bathroom, but it's also the only bathroom for guests. It's really a restroom. There's no shower. So my stepdad, while my mom was out of town, stripped it down to the studs, and then they bought some tile, which they fought over what the tile would look like. They also fought over what the grout would look like. They love to fight, really. I think it's their hobby, because they fight about everything. But they love each other dearly. It's one of those weird, they're going to fight about everything relationships, and they do. They really do. So they battled back and forth about the tile and the grout, and then they called me and said, we're going to Lowe's. We want you to help us pick out the vanity for the bathroom. I said, okay, no problem. I'll go with you. So I pick out what I like. They pick out what they like. And for whatever reason, they get the one that I like, I said, look, it's your bathroom. This is the one I would pick. They get it home. They think it's too big and too dark. The wood's too dark. Whatever. So they return it. And I'm sure they fought about that. They get a small one with light wood, no problem. But the paint color, my mom said she wanted to pick this paint color, but my stepdad doesn't like green. So my mom and I were looking at paints, and I said, this one's really nice. And she's like, I really like this one too. I said, call it slate, and he'll like it because it sounds kind of manly, and that's his bathroom. So sure enough, she shows him all these paint colors, but she tells him, this is slate. This is the one I like. And he's like, ooh, slate. I like that. Let's go for it. It's really called celery. And it is kind of green. But for whatever reason, in his mind, it's slate. And whatever, I guess, in his mind, slate is not green. So, yeah, that's good times. I don't know why I get involved with them in their picking out things, because it's just an ugly mess every time. But again, I think they enjoy it. I'm not like that. I don't like to fight. Although I must say, when I'm around my mother, I scream back at her. It's just one of those things. She's the screamy Italian. And I find that when I'm with her, I do sort of the same thing. Yes, good times. All right, well, I cannot procrastinate any longer. And I'm going to, go. I'm playing with Andy Warhol. As you know, some of you know, I constantly have to be playing with something in my hands whilst I'm videoing. It's a weird compulsion that you don't know. Every video, I've got something in my hand playing with it. Now you know. Talk to you guys later. Bye!